Stuttgart, the 20th of January 2019. This is the stand of Adria. I'm at the CMT trade show, and this van here I shall show you right now, Adria Coral. You may have noticed that there's not many people around. That's because the fair hasn't opened yet, but there's a bit of light so I can actually get into vans. Okay, Coral Axess 670 SL Active. And this version is going to cost 57,245. Basic price is 2,000 euros, less than that, but I think some of these options are probably not options at all, but you're going to have them, which probably includes delivery. So anyway, let's have a look inside the van. Well, so before I do that, I'll give you the details. I didn't do that, sorry. So it's you have 3.5 ton or 3,800 kilo basis. It's 3,070 kilos in driving condition. That includes the driving, a bit of fuel and a bit of water. So you got 430 plus kilos payload, and it's 749 centimeters long, 230 wide, 285 high, and with a standing height between 193 and 203 centimeters. So that's quite good, I think. So it doesn't really look that high either. Let's just have a quick look here, see from up there. Now it's got this molded roof, this bendy roof, which normally indicates that there is a bed up there. But look what's up here instead. Got this magnificent panorama, or panoramic window I should say. Actually, because we're indoors, I probably can't really appreciate it, and everything also looks dark as well, partially because of the colour schemes involved. The Germans want dark colours above all in their vans, whereas we Mediterranean types like light colours in the vans. But that apart, I think that panoramic view there is outstanding. Obviously it depends what you like. If you like having lots of light in the van, then you might want to get something that looks a bit like this. Right, so let's come down, sit in my favourite seat. I'll show you the drawers, the what do you call these things here? The lockers. Not really lockers, I don't know why they're called lockers. Maybe they're not called lockers because they don't lock. Anyway, so you've got a bit of space in there. Often wonder what the point of this shelf is here. Of course you could take it out if you wanted to. Got a bit of storage up there as well. The panoramic windows will open. That's the view down there. Now, as I said, I'm indoors, so I appreciate it looks a bit on the dark side, but you might think, well, that's a bit too dark. Despite the huge windows at the top. Show you down here. Double floor. Good for storage. Good. Good for isolation. You've got an L-shaped, sort of L-shaped round the table there, so you can sit over there and keep your feet on the table. Alternatively, you can sit where I'm sitting and keep your feet on the chair there. This chair here, as I often say, I don't know what the point of it is, other than somewhere to sit down and take your shoes off when you come into the van. Let's have a look a bit more at this double floor down here. Yeah, similar sort of space. And here we've got the kitchen. You've got your entry to your gas there. And a feature I've noticed very much of this year is the depth of the drawers. And they seem to be getting bigger. Very good sign, I think. So, kitchen, you've got a bit of prep space there. obviously it depends on your taste or something, but I do like to have the kitchen set back a little bit. You've got a bit of space here, so you can do things while you're preparing food. You might think that, often say, well, do it at the table. You might think the table is a little bit too far, particularly when you're putting those final touches in, or the garlic which you forgot to add. Down here, actually, this as well. Knives and forks. Now, as a rule, I don't actually like Adria very much, but I do like the way this kitchen's been laid out. And I do like the light in the roof. I don't like the fact it's not a flat roof, but then if it had been a flat roof, we wouldn't have got that light. So there's two things there. Let's have a look now, coming further back. I'll show you the, okay, it's a Thetford big long thin fridge. That's what it looks like inside. Somebody said, why do I open the drawers and not the fridges? Well, I think the fridges are all largely the same. There's 3 manufacturers, of which Thetford and Dometic have the lion's share of the market. Maybe what to go into the Thetford stand, just open all their fridges so people can see. Right, let's have a look into the bathroom. Now, first thing I see is got this little catch here. I think that'll be broken pretty quickly. And you've got 2 plug holes for the water to get out. Good sign. It's unfortunately not a domestic set plug hole, so you're going to have difficulty if you want to get any, certainly these nets which I'm constantly talking about. But other than that though, you've got to admit that the shower's a pretty good size, and you've got a place to hang your socks up at night, and wet towels and wet coats and all sorts of other things. Now here, we'll open the toilet. So now you've got your dressing area here, so to speak. We'll come in here like this. Oh, you know, when music starts, I've got to be so careful. It could be copyrighted and all sorts of other things. If that happens, then I've just got to stop speaking, and then I've got to just film it without. People have complained at me that there's just music on videos. The reason for that is because of the copyright. I can't, you know. I just hit 30 million YouTube views, and I can't have copyright claims now put against me. Before it didn't make any difference, but now it's got a bit more serious, seeing as there's a bit of money which I'm getting paid, and I just can't take risks like that. Anyway, so there's a bit of wine. Okay, let's get back onto the van. Here you go. You can get some clothes down there, and down there as well. You may say that's not very convenient. That's a bit difficult. Well, yeah, maybe just a little bit difficult. At least you can use the space. At least the space is there for use. That's what I say. Right, I'm going to show you this one here as well. You got some more wardrobe space up there. Could benefit from a light. It's dark enough as it is, and you got a bit more sort of space for ties or shoes or something down there. Well, we've got ties. Ties have to hang, I think. Alright, so you've heard what I like, you've heard what I don't like. Let's have a walk around the outside. I've got to say though, I mean, there's no such thing as economy as far as vans are concerned. There are no cheap vans, but if we're going to cheap as a comparative term, then this one isn't too bad. The price compared to some of the others, but there's normally a reason why things are cheaper. I mean, it looks very nice, but people said to me, what about the quality, the build quality? You can't tell, in my opinion, you cannot tell build quality until you start using it. And then the build quality will come out. In the United States, above all, I'll use this as an example, whereas the vans look superb when they're in the showroom, by the time you start knocking around in them, then falling to bits. Take it on the outside. People coming in now. There, from this angle you got a better appreciation of that thing on the roof, the way it bulges up. But you know, for the flat roof bit, there's enough flat bits there at the back to get your solar on and all the rest of it. So I think that's a minor thing in general. Adria's made in Slovenia. It's now part of the Irwin Humor Group. It's the largest producer in Slovenia of motorhome, or RVs really, because they make caravans, they make camper vans and motorhomes. In fact, this one here, I don't think it's the top of the range, but it's getting on towards it. So if you found that of any interest, you might want to have a look at some of my other films from Stuttgart, my other films of, I haven't got many of Adria, but I might film one or two right now, and other trade fairs around Europe. Not only that, I talk about my own life in a camper van, where I go and what I do, and I have lots of films about places I have been to. So if that's of any interest, please have a look. So this is me in Stuttgart at CMT Trade Fair 2019, signing out.